The question I'm asking today is, what's a belief you had in life you were completely wrong about?
That's a good one. I would say probably somewhere along the line earlier, something about politics and politicians. Try
Mm.
putting too much stock into a politician because they're 9 times out of 10 they'll always fail you.
Would be in my life at this age, I think, because I feel like when you grow up, you're like, oh, I'm gonna be married with a husband and kids at 24 or something, or like 20. I'm gay. You know, I'm gay. I'm not married. I don't have kids, and it's like that's you can still find happiness and be where you're at and not have the expectations that you put on yourself when you were little.
If someone didn't like me or if I didn't get along with someone, that one of us was wrong. And I think I've grown to learn that someone, like, you might not be compatible to be friends with someone. And when you hang out, it's like awful and terrible, but it's not because you're wrong or they're wrong. You're just different people. And there's no reason to dislike someone just because you're not friends or to take it personally if they don't want to be your friend. It's just, different strokes, different folks.
And a lesson that life is teaching you right now, or a lesson that life taught you?
I think the lesson that life's teaching me right now is it's all gonna work out.
Mhm.
Because I during the college admission process, I had no idea where I wanted to go.
Yeah.
But then I kind of started going through the process and then kind of getting some acceptance and stuff, and then it just has a weird way of kind of just working itself out.
Mhm.
Because I didn't really have a dream stereotypical dream college. I kind of just had a bunch of colleges I kind of was interested in, but then I got accepted to Northeastern, and now it's kind of opened my eyes and I don't know, it's just weird.
Agree that all people are good because they're really not.
Kat, nice to meet you.
I'm Knut. Nice to meet you.
Canute,
Knut.
nice to meet you.
What are you up to today? Where are you from? Give me a little backstory. Give people some backstory. about
Sure.
yourself.
Hi, I'm Kat. I just got off of work. I'm a second grade teacher in Boston.
Oh, nice.
I'm here
Hats
with
off
my.
to you.
Huh?
I said hats off to you. Second grade. Yeah.
I love it.
I don't want to say an attack on education and educational philosophies, right? But maybe we do call it an attack, or just a more centralized focus, right, on what is education supposed to be like in this country? What even books are little kids supposed to read? What are they not supposed to read? What philosophies are we supposed to teach them not? Have you felt that within your classroom, within your side, or what are your thoughts in general on that?
It doesn't impact me because my boss has enough trust in me about what I teach, and as long as you have their best interest, because the first and foremost thing is their education, what they're leaving the classroom with, and the skills that they have gained, so that they can become functioning people in the world.
Yeah. And where did those maybe come from? Why did you attach those expectations to directly your happiness, or how you were gonna be, or this idealistic state?
I think, and it actually goes back to the classroom.
Yeah.
I think that it was my mirror, or not my mirror, my window books growing up and reading about people getting married and having kids, and everything was about having a family. Just where I grew up, I was so family oriented. My parents are always like, when you have a husband, when you have kids, when you have this, when you have that, and it's like, I don't have any of that, and that's okay,
Erin.
I'm Knut.
Canoe?
Knut. Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. What are you up to today? What are you from around the area? Are you visiting, or?
Yeah, right now I live in Eastie,
All right.
and I'm here because I do improv over at Improv Asylum.
I'm going tonight.
And oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow, I'm not.
What got you into improv? Tell me about that whole space. I feel like I do this and I get nervous sitting here. I can imagine just being there and hoping that people react. People, you get the energy going and people in that.
Yeah, well, I got it started because I saw Middle Edition Schwartz on Netflix, and I was peak lockdown, March, April of 2020.
Yeah.
And then so I was like, oh, as soon as the world opens up, I'm gonna sign up for level 1 improv class. And I signed up for a level 1, and it was very scary, as most first times doing things are.
Yeah. How did you learn that? Was that through countless trying to make relationship works or friendship works, or where does that learning come from?
Yeah, absolutely. I would say Improv Asylum, I've met thousands of people probably just through the classes and through teams, and then I also do indie improv, and I produce a show, and I'm on a cast kind of all over Boston. Just so I've met plenty of people that I wanted to be friends with, and they didn't want to be friends with me, or people that I was friends with, and then it wasn't a great fit. And I think for a while I took things very, very personally, and I felt if I was the right person, then I would be friends with everyone. It would just there would be no one I couldn't be friends with if I did everything right. And I found that there is no right. It's just you be you and they be you, and either clicks or it doesn't.
Yeah. What if someone hears that and goes, okay, but I'm good the way I am and I never have to improve? Or how do you balance that line in your personal life or message to other people?
I've also had to balance that quite a lot. I would say it really comes down to harm. if they don't like you because they find you annoying, then
Yeah.
it's like, you know, oh, you're just not a good fit. There
Yeah.
might be people that find the same things fun that you find fun, and then they wouldn't be annoyed by it.
Yeah.
But if people don't like you because they feel like maybe you're asking intrusive questions or you're making them feel uncomfortable,
Yeah.
those are the things that I think you need to reflect on. Okay, is this something that is just we don't agree on, or am I doing something that actively causes harm? And I think it comes down to, like, for me to have fixed that situation, or for that situation to not have happened, would I have to change what I enjoy and what I like and who I am,
Mhm.
or would I have just had to navigate the way that I behaved a little differently? And I think, behavior versus like the core of who you are, I think is that difference for me. Because there's been a lot of times where I've realized, oh, I was having fun, but my behavior, the way I was expressing that fun, was actively disrupting someone else's like state of being. And so I'm allowed to have fun. I'm allowed to enjoy that thing, but my behavior and how I enjoy it could be different, so that way they don't get disrupted.
Nolan,
I'm Knut.
nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. What are you doing tonight? Are you from around the area visiting? Or
No, I'm actually visiting. I'm from Washington State, so
Oh, you-
opposite side of the
I know. I
country.
think about Boston.
I really like it. So actually, I might go to school at one of the colleges here.
Okay, is that why you're here this weekend?
Yeah. So there's I got admitted to Northeastern.
Oh, nice.
So
Awesome.
I
Yeah,
might
yeah.
go there. So I'm here to kind of see the city and kind of just feel it out.
And so far, good impressions.
I love cities like Seattle. I think is
Yeah.
probably a city you know from
Yeah.
Washington, but I love that city. So this kind of just feels like a little bit of home plus like the ocean and stuff. So yeah, I like it a lot.
And do you want to take over?
Jag kommer snacka svenska och norsk.
Jag var född i Sverige, så flyttade när jag var 5 år gammal till Boston. Och sen så jag växte upp här med föräldrarna är svensk. Och så, hela familjen är svensk. Och sen nu bor jag bor ju 5 minuter där borta. Want to do the question? Can we
Yeah,
do it in
sure.
English? Sure. Take me along that journey of that online show.
So I've been around family filled with love all my life.
Mhm.
Good people, all of that. So I was never used to seeing weird stuff happening. I was
Yeah.
very lucky during my upbringing. So especially, I think maybe the turning point when I came here and I was like, oh, this is like way bigger. Things are more. I don't know. It's not home, I guess. I'm not
Mhm.
used to everything going on.
Yep.
And some people they just don't wanna. I don't know. They're different.
And has that been in your personal life, like with friends or with relationship, or like or it's just strangers on the street and actions you see, or what's happened with that?
Honestly, I don't think it's people. I think it's me being like way nice, like maybe
Okay.
nicer than I should be to other people.
Okay.
So that's like sometimes that happens that people take advantage of you being kind,
Yeah.
especially in America when they don't know I don't know anyone, they don't know me, and that's like, oh, she's not from here.
Yeah.
Thing. But we're all good now. But that's maybe an answer to your question.
And people in general, when they either like you interact with a new culture, or new culture interacts with you, where maybe that interaction, like, why do you think they're often led, like you described, by fear or unknowingness? Like, where do you think that comes from? Why you coming here and then people not knowing you? Why do you think those reactions happen?
I think people are just like scared of the unknown,
Mhm.
and they lack, I don't know, guts to see what's out there
Yeah.
and what can be and like how the world works. So I don't know. It's kind of I know people are like different. So some don't like talking to people, saying hi to people.
Yeah.
For me, I'm very social. Like
Yeah.
me and my friend, we talk to everybody. So for me, I'm trying to like, but also in Norway, people are very
Yeah.
to themselves,
Yeah.
don't really talk. So
They're
I'm kind of
experienced,
like, doing the opposite of what Norwegian people are usually doing.
Yeah.
But I think it's just people don't know that you can really do whatever you want. There's opportunity everywhere, but you have to do it yourself and just like talk to people and just get yourself out there, I guess. I think people are just too scared, too comfortable in routine, I guess.
Okay. And was that with a local politician or more
Probably
what?
national.
National. Okay.
Like, I don't know if I can point to one. I can probably point to many. That's why it's very,
And would you say you were naive when you were younger than with this view, or was it just a discovery
Yeah.
point of view, or take me through that
Little
moment of
bit.
discovering and learning about it?
I want to say one specific one. The book, I don't know, he seemed very wholesome, very, in line with me, but no, completely couldn't be more different.
And what do you think that says about our politicians on a larger stage?
They
do you
put,
think
him
that's
on,
a
they
theme?
put him on a pedestal,
Yeah.
and then you kind of find out more, and it's just like, wow.
And why do you think they maybe don't live up or represent what they truly are advocating for, just on a
Because
larger scale?
Because they're a they're trying to get elected.
Okay.
They need donors for the money if they're not independently wealthy.
Yeah.
They say a lot of things to get where they need to be, and that they compromise their principles and morals. And, honesty is a virtue, and it's absent in a lot of places where it's
Yeah. Interesting. Well, thank you so much for coming on the 1 Minute Podcast and sharing your thoughts. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching the 1 Minute Podcast. Today we asked people what's a belief in life that they were completely wrong about. If you like this, follow, subscribe, like, share, and also let me know what I should ask next weekend. Thank you and bye.